Hey you guys, it's Brandy Chanel. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to your Real Housewives of Atlanta season 13 part 3 review. Y'all, I'm just gonna go ahead and give you like a little brief summary. I ain't take no fucking notes because honestly this reunion really got on my nerve, and I'm also going to talk about some tea we just heard on Portia and Fallon earlier today. So so stay tuned for that. But first we're going to talk about this reunion. Only thing that really happened in this reunion was the back and forth with Kenya and Marlo and Portia and Candy and this whole profit shit she had that Drew made up in her mind with Latoya, this drama she made up. Drew, you really got on my nerve this last part. Like the little bit of time you talked, you was getting on my fucking nerve. Like the prayer, I was just like, girl, why? Like you just, oh my God. Like I hope you see this and you see how you acted during the reunion, and you just do better next season, because I have a feeling she's going to come back next season. I'll be really surprised if she doesn't. But I wasn't here for it. Like I just wasn't here for the prayer, for the you using religion to shame other people and to make yourself out to be this holier than thou person. I just was not here for it, Drew. I have been rooting for you. We were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you, and you let us down. Like, this is bullshit. So Marlo and Kenya are getting in Candy's ass about her being involved with the whole Bolo situation. I don't know why Marlo or Kenya even gives a fuck about what happened 4 years ago. It had nothing to do with neither one of y'all. Yes, Portia lied. Yes, Portia was a low down dirty dog for saying that bullshit. She had no business saying it. She repeated something she had no business repeating that she didn't know for fact. You know what I'm saying? And she repeated it, and she was low down and dirty. Okay? Her and Candy have been trying to build a friendship since then, especially this season. But when you have bitches, miserable old ass bitches like Marlo and Kenya keep bringing that shit up, they will never get past it. I'm not in the business of telling Candy that she needs to get over it. I'm not. I am with her when she says, it's something that always is going to sting a little bit. It's always going to make me a little upset every time somebody brings it up. And now that Marlo and Kenya know it, they're going to continuously bring it up, so they can make sure that Candy is riding for them against Portia. That's it. That's it. And I was with Portia when she said they're using what happened 4 years ago to condemn her with Bolo, because Bolo wasn't enough. The story of Bolo, it wasn't enough to condemn her, because at the end of the day, she's not married. She was never married to Dennis. She was single. They weren't in a relationship no more. So if she can fuck who she want to fuck. And I don't care if she lied about it or not. Yes, she lied about it. She don't owe nobody an explanation on who she lay with. I can lie about who the fuck I fuck. I don't have to tell you. So if you tell me that I fuck Bolo and I say no, I don't owe you an explanation. Me, however, now, no, I don't owe you an explanation. Had it been me, I've been like, yes, bitch, I fucked him, and what? I'm not married. Now what? And the conversation would have been done. The conversation would have been done. Period. But Portia chose not to, and she didn't owe nobody that information. She didn't. Marlo went on Watch What Happens Live, I think it was last week, and Quad asked her that question. Do you think the reason she didn't tell you is because she didn't owe you that information? And she said, as a friend, you do owe me that information. No, bitch, nobody owes you shit. Nobody owes you nothing. Nobody. And my whole thing is this, right? Marlo, if Portia was really your friend, why didn't you tell Portia that Candy had came to you and said she heard her having sex with Bolo? Why didn't you go to her then? Why? Like, that makes entirely no sense. It was just, and then Kenya saying that because the reason why she kept going on with the Bolo story is because Portia called her a liar. Okay, Kenya, I call bullshit, because at the end of the day, you was still talking about it the next day before Portia had said anything to you about it. So you would still continue to go on. Even if she did call you a liar, so the hell what? Why do you care so much? You made this situation with Portia and Bolo part of your storyline because you didn't have one. Mark wouldn't show up for you during the season, so you had to talk about something. Just, oh my God. And y'all Kenya stands are the worst, boy. Kenya and Portia, both y'all stands the worst. Portia, you was full of shit when you said that the reason why you stopped being cool with Kenya was because, she was doing shit to your friends, and you used the whole her bringing that marching band to Marlo's, her event, whatever she was having, a little wig launch or whatever. You were full of shit because you were lying out on the floor. Now, if you wanted to use an example, you could have used the her bringing the cookie lady and calling what's the child name? What is her name? Tanya. You could have used the fact that she called Tanya a see you next Tuesday. You could have used that, but you didn't. I'm with you when you say I can decide not to be cool with you, not to get to know you, not to be friends with you, if I see how you move around a group of people that I know. I don't have to be your friend. But the fact that you used the example of Marlo was kind of, you were full of crap. You were full of crap. I really don't get why Kenya keeps always referring to somebody else's relationship. Like, her and Portia have a bad habit of talking about each other's relationship. Portia with if you were this much obsessed with your marriage, you probably would have still, kept Mark. And then here go Kenya talking about Tanya's life partner, when in the reality, neither one of y'all can talk about anyone's relationship. You, damn, what's the boy name? Dennis out here having sex with dogs and cats, and Mark is sitting up here saying that and making Kenya sleep in a damn hotel when she come to visit. So neither one of y'all can talk about nobody's relationship. Fact of the matter is, I don't care if Kenya is married or not, because somebody said at least Kenya was married. She was not married. Legally, she may have been married. Anything else, the word marriage, besides the legal term, she was not married. That man did not show up for her. He did not. And the fact, it's actually worse that she was married than it is to Tanya and Portia, because she is forever linked to this man. Okay? She has to now go through the courts with this man. At least Portia can say, okay, yeah, we got this child together, we can co-parent, but I don't belong to you. I ain't got to go to no courts to divorce you. I have to do none of that. And on top of that, Dennis is understanding, so she's able to effectively co-parent with Dennis, unlike Kenya. And I don't even know if Kenya divorcing that man, because she said she divorced him, but then I saw a video she posted with him with Brooklyn on a little carousel. So next thing you know, they'll be just like damn Ray J and Princess, getting a divorce, not getting a divorce, getting a divorce, not. So whatever. Then they talked about the fallout of Kenya and Portia. At the end of the day, like I said before, Portia has the right to look at some of the stuff that Kenya has done and, decide that she don't want to fuck with her. But I feel like Kenya was also full of shit when she said, I saw her and Candy talking bad about my marriage. So then why are you not equally as upset with Candy, who is your best friend? Candy is your friend. So why aren't you equally upset with her? Because y'all, let me tell you something. That damn Candy is slick. That damn Candy is slick. Because I completely forgot about last season when, Mark had called her Kenya Ken or whatever the case may be. Why did Candy go back to Portia, who she know that, at the time Kenya had a little iffy relationship with them, just it wasn't a strong relationship with Portia. She went back and was talking shit about Kenya and Mark's marriage. but you mad at Portia. Portia wasn't cool with you. Y'all was just getting cool. Candy is your friend, so you should expect more from her. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Y'all, Candy is slick. Candy will throw some shit out there, and all you got to do is listen to it, pick up the bone, and wait for somebody to, and just carry that bone on, and it'll all come from Candy. Candy do just enough to say she ain't say nothing. There was this clip on Twitter, and I think Erica De Niro TV had posted it. I follow her, and she was basically saying the same thing about Candy. So it was this clip seasons ago. I want to say season 6 or 7. I can't remember. And Candy had told the ladies, Portia is living in Nene's neighborhood, but she don't want us to know. Now, why you tell that to Kenya, who is not friends with Portia? Watch Kenya go back and tell Nene. I feel like Candy be knowing what she doing. She do just enough to get the party started, and so that it doesn't come back to her. And that could have been the reason why Marlo and Kenya was on her ass about her involvement with the Bolo situation. And that just popped into my head. That could have been the reason. And if that is, I'm really not mad at them. Kenya calling Portia a liar. Portia is a liar. I mean, bottom line, Portia be lying all the damn time. She lied, I think, more than anybody on this cast, okay? Kenya saying that she's never lied on anyone. I don't know. When it comes to the Apollo and Phaedra situation, she may or may not have lied. I'm going to go ahead and say she didn't lie because we don't know for sure, okay? But Kenya has lied. Kenya has lied. Maybe she may have not lied as her lie may have been not as bad as Portia's, if that makes any sense. Portia insinuated someone R'd her. You know what I'm saying? Insinuated that Candy was R'ing her. So that's way worse than Kenya bringing a man onto the show that ain't really with her. And Kenya has done that. Kenya came on the show lying. Let's just be real. Kenya came on the show lying. She came on the show with Walter. Y'all remember Walter with the hair? Yeah, that wasn't really her man. The African Prince, where he at? So the only 2 men that we have for her is Matt and Mark, and them the only 2. So yeah, Kenya got her ways of lying too. Okay, she got her ways of lying too. And for me, I was watching Candy speak on it with Marlo. And Marlo said something, was like, I've been had money. Portia, you got your money from your husband. Marlo, Candy's the one that called you an escort, boo. Oh yeah, season 4, when she called you an escort. Because the word around town was you was sleeping with old white married men, and getting money from them. At least Portia was married. So her getting money from her husband, she was his wife. She was supposed to get that money. You taking money from old married men, allegedly. You just have these ladies have no room to talk. And that's Portia, Kenya, Marlo. Y'all have no room to talk about nobody's past. None of y'all. None of y'all have any room. Stop that slut shaming shit. Like, stop it. Okay? I think Portia would be more inclined to be free with this group if we didn't have bitches like Marlo and Kenya. But I'm a grown ass woman. I'm single. I don't give a fuck. If you know, you know. I slept with Bolo. Yes, the fuck I did. What now? You mad? So, what else happened? Oh, when I was saying that Kenya and was calling Portia a liar. And Portia was saying she was lying about her marriage. Listen, I think that Mark and Kenya were legally married, but anything else beyond that, I think it was an agreement. Because he out here wilding. Last I heard, Mark was supposed to do a dating show. That's the last I heard. So, yeah, that's the last I heard. But good luck, Kenya. Okay, that's your headache. Y'all, I would never trust Marlo ever. I would never trust Marlo. I would never tell her anything because she's one of them people. When you get mad with her and you stop fooling around her, she gonna tell all your business. That's probably why Portia didn't say anything, because she peeped that shit from the beginning with Marlo. Marlo, just like Portia, is loyal to no one. Loyal to no one. She hopped from one person to the next. At first it was Nene, then it was Kenya, then it was Nene, now it's Portia, and then back to Kenya. Like, come on. Like, she hopped from person to person. Any person who's the villain or the most I don't know, who kick up the most trouble in the group, she's gonna cling to them. And she had no choice but to cling to Kenya after Portia stopped fucking with her. And I mean, she had no choice. I think Marlo, she's one of them people who just, you can't tell your business to. So if I was you, Candy, I would not trust her. Don't tell none of your damn business. Because just like Candy said about Nene some seasons ago to Phaedra, on Mad Day, she gonna tell all your business. And that's that on that. What else happened, child? What else happened? I did not like when when Portia had said that she felt threatened by Marlo. Now, I get it. They was in a heated argument or whatever the case may be, but what Portia did was the same shit these white women do to black men, black women, when, you know, they having a back and forth and they say they feel threatened and they call the cops. You did nothing different than a Karen, Portia. You was fucked up for that. Now, I get it, in the middle of an argument, you throwing blows, whatever the case may be. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. I did not. You can't be out here fighting for justice for black people and then do some shit like that on TV. You can't be doing that. And you called her a felon, which she is, but Portia, you've been to jail too. Now, you ain't been to jail as much as Marlo, but you've been to jail for putting your hands on somebody. So, like, nobody can talk on this stage. This whole profit stuff between Drew and LaToya was tired. My opinion on it is, it had nothing to do with, I just don't understand what it had to do with Drew. She made herself look even more stupid. And the whole prayer before getting into this explanation, stupid. It just looked, she irritated my soul. It just looked stupid. I was with Kenya, like, this is ridiculous. This is insane. This is stupid. What are we sitting up here talking about this profit for? Like, what? It had nothing to do with you. She's separated from her husband, now about to be divorced. She can talk to whoever she want to talk to. If they was talking, that's none of your business. And then you called him a lying prophet or whatever, and try to discredit him and say he had a history of lying. But then this is the same man who you wanted part of your baby christening. Like, come on, girl. Like, you gonna have to come up with something better next season. Like, I'm gonna need you to go back to the drawing board and come back next season with a whole new attitude. Because I just feel like you're doing entirely too much acting and not being your authentic self. I think the first half of the season, you were being real. You was authentic, and I really liked you. But now the second half, girl, what are you doing? Like, stop doing that. You making me like Toya more than you. So, but I'm glad at the end of the day, they were able to come to some agreement or whatever. I actually like LaToya and Drew when they get along. I'm not too, like I said, I was starting not to like LaToya, but Drew gonna make me like her ass. Like, what the fuck? But I'm actually kind of glad that, you know, they got together, whatever the case may be. I think that was it, you guys. Shamia said something about Portia being, about people calling her a lapdog for Portia. Shamia and Portia are childhood friends. I get it. She's also friends with Candy, but she is childhood friends. They've known each other since elementary school. So the fact that people can't wrap their minds around that is kind of crazy to me. You would want a friend like Shamia. But I need for Portia from here on out. Now that she sees how much Shamia rides for her, I'm gonna need her to give her that same energy here on out. So that shit she did with Phaedra some seasons ago, I'm gonna need her not to do that no more. So, and if she do it, Shamia, I'm gonna be looking at you like a damn fool. Yeah. So, you guys, let's move on to, because that was the end of the reunion. You know, I'm glad it's over. No more Bolo, no more Kenya, no more Portia, none of that. No more Marlo, no more Drew. That's the end of that the reunion. So let's move on to Fallon and Portia. So Portia over the weekend went, I guess she was over Simon's house, or I don't know where she was. I'm assuming it was Simon's house. And she took a picture with Dennis and Simon. So Dennis is on one side, she's in the middle, and Simon is on the other side, and she has like her hand laid on his chest and, you know, touching him or whatever the case may be. And we all know that Simon is soon to be ex-husband to Fallon. Okay. So when I initially saw the picture, I really didn't think much of it. My first reaction was, okay, you know, Simon is probably cool with Dennis, and they were all celebrating Mother's Day. You know, Dennis said congratulations to Portia. I don't know what Portia got going on, but he said congratulations to her. He said it didn't look like he really cared or he was bothered by it. I don't know. I just assumed that Simon and Dennis were cool, and because they were cool, then Portia became cool with him, and it seemed to be just innocent, and it seemed to be anything, you know, serious going on. Now today, the picture is still out there, and we find out that Fallon unfollowed Portia. So therefore, Portia doing the Portia thing, and she unfollowed her. And not only that, Dennis unfollowed Simon. So now it's been left up to interpretation that something must be going on between Simon and Portia. Listen, if Simon and Portia got something going on, bitch, you nasty, and you trifling, and you low down. If y'all got something going on, we don't know for sure, but if y'all do, bitch, you nasty, and you low down as fuck. And I'm hoping, I am so hoping for your sake, you don't have nothing going on with Simon. Because not only were you at their house, you got cool with his soon-to-be ex-wife, but you got your baby daddy around him as well. So I am praying that Portia is not messing with this man. Because I swear to God, if she is, Kenya gonna keep her foot on her motherfucking neck next season. If they back next season, Kenya gonna keep her foot on Portia's neck. And I wouldn't say I blame Kenya. If that's the case, I wouldn't say I blame Kenya. And here's my whole thing, right? Because the picture can be left up to interpretation. You can just say, oh, it's all good friends hanging out. But my whole thing with Portia is, if you see the backlash and you know what's going on between Fallon and Simon, why not come out and say, well, we just kicking it. Dennis and Simon are friends, and I was celebrating Mother's Day with Dennis, and we just happened to go over to Simon's house. There's nothing serious going on between me and him. Like, why not just debunk it from? I don't know. Why not just say something? But I don't know, y'all. That's it for me. Let me know down in the comments your thoughts. How did y'all like this last part of the reunion? Do y'all think that Kenya has a point when she says, she kept going because she felt like Portia called her a liar? Or you team Portia, team Kenya? Do you think Marlo is low down for, kind of sharing the information about Portia just because she mad at her? Do y'all think Candy low down for kind of putting the battery in Portia's in Marlo's back to go to talk some more shit about Bolo? Do y'all feel like Portia is low down for being cool with Simon? Or do you think is an innocent thing? Do you think they're messing around? Or do you think they were just hanging out that day? Let me know your thoughts down below. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And you all have a good evening.